You are driven by your own desires and aspirations. You become a beacon of energy and excitement. A life lived fully is a life that captures attention without effort. Fourth, never betray your values in the pursuit of affection. Integrity, living in alignment with your core beliefs, radiates an undeniable glow. It is the foundation of your character and the essence of what sets you apart. Fifth, become a master of silent communication. A glance, a smile, a graceful presence. These speak volumes more than 1,000 texts ever could. Let your energy say what your words need not. And sixth, become a source of light. In a world often filled with shadows, your warmth and positivity will be remembered long after conversations have faded. Be that spark that ignites inspiration in others. So I say to you, do not chase, do not plead, simply become. Become the woman whose name is etched in the mind of another, not by reaching out first, but by standing tall in who you are. Go forth and embody these principles. For in doing so, you will not only remain in his mind, but in the minds of all those you meet. Embodying confidence begins not with the external world, but deep within the quiet recesses of your mind. It is a decision, a powerful, deliberate choice to recognize and embrace your worth. In this journey, understand that confidence is not arrogance, nor is it the loud proclamation of your virtues. Rather, it is the quiet, unwavering belief in your own inherent value. When you embrace this belief, you create a magnetic force that draws people to you. Others sense your presence and feel compelled to engage with you, not because you clamor for their attention, but because your very being commands it. Consider the subtle yet profound impact of a confident demeanor. It is the calm in your voice, the surety in your gaze, and the grace in your posture. It is the refusal to shrink yourself or diminish your light to fit into someone else's expectations. When you walk into a room, do so with the understanding that you belong there, not because anyone has given you permission, but because you have claimed that space for yourself. Let each step, each gesture, each moment be a testament to the strength that resides within you. Confidence also means trusting in your own decisions. In the modern world, we are bombarded by messages that try to tell us who to be, what to do, and how to act. But when you embody confidence, you become your own guiding voice. You no longer need to seek constant validation or reassurance from others. Instead, you trust in your judgment and stand firm in the knowledge that you are enough as you are. Moreover, confidence is not about perfection. It is about embracing your flaws and understanding that your imperfections are part of what makes you beautiful and real. It is the courage to show up fully, to speak your truth, and to pursue your passions without fear of rejection or failure. In this authenticity, you become a beacon of self-assurance, a person who does not need to reach out first, because your presence alone resonates long after you have gone. Finally, let your confidence be rooted in kindness and humility. For when you treat others with respect and warmth, you amplify your natural magnetism. In every interaction, let your words and actions reflect the highest version of yourself. Let your confidence be a quiet strength, a silent yet powerful reminder that you are enough just as you are. In doing so, you will discover that you do not need to text first, chase, or persuade. You will simply be a person whose confident, authentic spirit remains in the thoughts and hearts of others, a presence that endures without effort. Let this be your daily practice to embody confidence in all that you do, and watch as the world responds in kind. Being intriguing is not about playing games or being someone you're not. It's about cultivating an air of genuine curiosity and mystery around your life. This is the art of being multifaceted, a person whose life is rich and whose thoughts run deep. When you are intriguing, you invite others to want to know more, to lean in closer, to wonder what it is about you that feels so captivating. It begins with your passions. When you pursue your interests with dedication and excitement, you naturally become someone with a story to tell. A woman who can speak passionately about her favorite books, her travels, or the projects that ignite her soul is magnetic. Let your eyes light up when you talk about what you love. This spark of enthusiasm is unforgettable. It is not about having a perfect script for every conversation, but about sharing glimpses of what fuels your spirit. To be intriguing is also to embrace the art of listening. It may seem paradoxical, but being a great listener makes you even more fascinating. When you show genuine interest in others, when you ask thoughtful questions and make them feel seen, you create a deeper connection. This is not about being passive or silent. It's about weaving a conversation that goes beyond the surface. Let your curiosity about the world and the people in it guide your words and actions. Another essential element of being intriguing lies in holding back just enough of yourself to create a sense of wonder. You don't need to reveal every detail of your life to everyone you meet. Save some parts for yourself, your dreams, your reflections, your quiet moments. When you keep a little mystery alive, you become someone others want to know more about. It's the glimmer in your eyes, the quiet pause before you speak, the subtle way you share your stories that leaves them wanting to hear more. Remember, your energy speaks volumes. How you carry yourself, the kindness and authenticity you bring to every interaction, and the small, confident gestures all contribute to an air of intrigue. You don't need to be loud or dramatic. A calm, self-assured presence is far more memorable. Let your style reflect your unique personality, whether it's your fashion sense, your humor, or the way you light up a room without trying. Above all, being intriguing is about being true to yourself. The more you live in alignment with your values and passions, the more captivating you become. Others will be drawn to the quiet strength you exude, the sense of purpose that seems to flow through every word and every action. You won't need to chase or beg for attention. You will simply radiate it effortlessly. So cultivate this intrigue not by changing who you are, but by embracing the full spectrum of your identity. Let the world see your light, but hold a little back for yourself. In doing so, you will remain unforgettable in the mind of another, without ever needing to reach out first. Pursuing your passions is not just about filling your days with activities you enjoy. It is about creating a life that is vibrant, authentic, and magnetic. When you commit to what sets your soul on fire, you become a person who stands out effortlessly, someone whose energy is captivating and whose enthusiasm is contagious. Think of your passions as the lifeblood of your spirit. They are the things that make your heart beat a little faster, the dreams that keep you awake at night with excitement. Whether it's art, music, learning, travel, or any endeavor that brings you joy, these passions are the threads that weave the tapestry of your identity. When you dedicate yourself to these pursuits, you radiate a kind of light that cannot be manufactured. It is entirely your own. Your passions also offer you a sense of purpose. When you are deeply engaged in something that matters to you, you no longer rely on external validation to feel fulfilled. You find your worth and satisfaction from within. This inner fulfillment is incredibly attractive to others. It shows that you are self-sufficient, that your happiness does not depend on constant reassurance or attention. You become someone others want to be around, simply because you are lit up from the inside. Beyond personal satisfaction, your passions expand your world. They introduce you to new ideas, new communities, and new ways of seeing things. As you grow and evolve in your pursuits, you naturally become more interesting and dynamic. Conversations with you become more engaging because you have stories to tell, insights to share, and a spark in your eyes that cannot be faked. Moreover, pursuing your passions challenges you to step out of your comfort zone. It invites you to take risks, to face setbacks, and to grow stronger in the process. This resilience and sense of adventure are qualities that leave a lasting impression. People are drawn to those who are willing to chase after what they love, even when the path is uncertain. In the process of living out your passions, you also learn to appreciate the beauty of the present moment. Whether you're lost in the rhythm of a song you love, deep in thought while creating something new, or traveling to places you've always dreamed of, you are fully alive in those experiences. This presence is magnetic. It draws others in and inspires them to live more fully, too. The beauty of pursuing your passions is that it is entirely your journey. It does not require you to change who you are for anyone else. In fact, it calls you to be even more of yourself, to lean into what excites you, and to honor your own dreams without apology. When you live this way, you don't need to send the first text or chase after someone's attention. Your life becomes a testament to the fact that true connection comes from those who see and appreciate you as you are. So let your passions guide you. Let them fill your days with meaning and your heart with joy. In doing so, you will find that you become unforgettable, not by demanding it, but simply by being the vibrant, passionate person you were meant to be. Let that light shine and let it speak for itself. Living in alignment with your values is a powerful way to remain unforgettable, especially when you're aiming to stay on someone's mind without constant communication. Your values are the compass that guides you, the unwavering principles that shape who you are. When you live by them, you exude a quiet confidence that speaks louder than any words you could ever send. Consider for a moment what your core values are. They might be honesty, kindness, loyalty, growth, or freedom. Whatever they are unique to you. When you honor these values in your daily life, you stand out because so few people truly live this way. In a world that often rewards conformity, living according to your values is an act of courage and authenticity. This authenticity cannot be faked. It is a light that others can sense and are drawn to. Living in alignment with your values means making choices that feel right to you, even when they are not the easiest or most popular. It means saying no when something doesn't align with what matters to you, and saying yes to opportunities that resonate with your beliefs. These choices, made consistently, build a strong foundation of character. Others see that you are not easily swayed by external pressures or fleeting trends. You have a center of gravity that keeps you steady. This kind of integrity is magnetic. Furthermore, living by your values brings a sense of peace and fulfillment. When your actions match your beliefs, you avoid the inner conflict that comes from pretending to be someone you're not. You sleep easier, your conscience is clear, and you feel a quiet pride in who you are becoming. This peace radiates from you, creating a calm and steady presence that others find comforting and inspiring. When you live according to your values, you also naturally attract people who share similar principles. These connections are deeper and more meaningful because they are built on a shared understanding of what truly matters. You become a mirror that reflects the best in others, someone who encourages those around you to also live more authentically. Importantly, living in alignment with your values means you are not chasing validation. You are not bending over backward to fit an image that someone else wants. You are grounded in your truth, and this is incredibly appealing. It shows that you are independent, that your sense of self is not tied to anyone else's opinions or attention. This does not mean you will never make mistakes. We all do. But when you are anchored in your values, you are able to learn from those missteps and come back to what is most important. This resilience, this ability to return to your principles even after falling, is a testament to your strength. In a world of fleeting conversations and endless distractions, someone who lives in alignment with their values leaves an impression. You will stay on his mind not because you are trying to manipulate his attention, but because you are living in a way that commands respect and admiration. Your actions will speak for you, and your consistency will create a memory that lingers long after the initial spark of interest. So take the time to know your values deeply and to weave them into everything you do. Let them guide you, even when the path seems uncertain. In this unwavering commitment to who you truly are, you will discover a kind of quiet power that is more enduring and captivating than any text you could ever send. Let this be your secret, to live so fully in alignment with your values that you become unforgettable, simply by being true to yourself. Mastering nonverbal cues is a subtle yet profoundly powerful way to remain in someone's mind, even without sending a single word. It's a language that speaks volumes without uttering a sound, a language that resonates deeply and leaves a lasting impression. When you become skilled in this silent communication, you create an air of intrigue and presence that others cannot ignore. Nonverbal cues begin with your posture. The way you stand, sit, and carry yourself tells the world how you feel about yourself. When you stand tall with your shoulders back and your head held high, you convey confidence and strength. You don't need to announce your worth, your presence speaks for you. This posture not only commands attention, but also signals to others that you respect yourself and the space you occupy. Eye contact is another potent form of nonverbal communication. Meeting someone's gaze with warmth and authenticity creates an instant connection. It says, "I see you, and I'm present with you." But just as important as meeting the gaze is knowing when to look away. Letting your eyes wander with purpose, allowing a moment of mystery to linger, can leave someone thinking about you long after the conversation ends. It's a dance of attention that draws others in and makes them wonder what lies behind those eyes. Your smile is also a powerful tool. A genuine smile lights up your entire face and conveys a sense of approachability and kindness. It makes you memorable and shows that you are comfortable in your own skin. When you smile with sincerity, you create an atmosphere of positivity that others can't help but be drawn to. The tone of your voice and the way you use your gestures add further layers to this silent dialogue. A calm, steady tone signals poise, while a soft laugh can make someone feel at ease in gestures that are natural and fluid, rather than forced or overly dramatic, reflect authenticity. Subtle touches, adjusting a piece of jewelry, can add to your allure, hinting at a quiet self-assurance. Your energy is perhaps the most powerful nonverbal cue of all. It's the way you walk into a room, the way you carry the weight of your experiences with grace and quiet dignity. It's an invisible force that can't be faked or taught in a single moment. Your energy lingers like a fragrance, long after you've left the room, creating a memory that words alone could never convey. When you master these nonverbal cues, you no longer need to be the one who always initiates the conversation. You don't need to chase attention or fill silences with unnecessary chatter. Instead, you become someone who captivates others simply by being fully present and attuned to the unspoken rhythm of every interaction. The key to mastering nonverbal cues is to let them flow from a place of genuine self-awareness and confidence. It's not about manipulating others or playing mind games. It's about showing up as your truest self, fully engaged in the moment, and letting your presence speak louder than any message you could type. So as you move through the world, pay attention to the language of your body and the energy you exude. Let your nonverbal cues be a reflection of the strength and authenticity that lie within you. In this way, you will leave a lasting impression without ever having to text first. You will become the person who lingers in their mind, simply because your silent language speaks louder than words ever could. Cultivating a positive energy is a powerful way to make an enduring impression on others, even without saying a word or sending a message. Positive energy radiates from within and creates an atmosphere that others naturally gravitate toward. It's a silent language that conveys warmth, kindness, and light, qualities that linger in people's memories long after you part ways. At the heart of positive energy is your mindset, choosing to focus on the bright side of situations and seeing challenges as opportunities for growth sends a ripple of optimism into everything you do. This doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties, but rather approaching them with resilience and an open heart. When you carry this mindset, people can sense it in your presence and your actions. They feel safe and uplifted around you because your outlook inspires them to find their own strength. Positive energy also comes from how you treat others. A warm smile, a genuine compliment, or a simple gesture of kindness can brighten someone's day and create a powerful connection. When you make those around you feel valued and appreciated, they remember it. And they remember you. This kind of energy doesn't chase attention or approval, it attracts it naturally. It shows that you are someone who brings light wherever you go. Another important aspect of cultivating positive energy is how you care for yourself. When you prioritize your own well-being through self-care, meaningful rest, and activities that nourish your soul, you replenish the reservoir of goodness you can offer to the world. This self-love is not selfish, it is essential. It fuels your ability to be present and generous with others, creating a cycle of positivity that grows stronger with every act of care. Positive energy can also be felt in the way you engage with the world. When you greet each day with curiosity and a sense of wonder, you invite new experiences and connections into your life. This openness to learning and evolving makes you vibrant and dynamic, someone who doesn't need to constantly reach out first, because your presence speaks for itself. It's about embracing the beauty of each moment and sharing that sense of joy with everyone you meet, even in silence. Positive energy has a way of communicating. It's in the way you hold yourself, in the sparkle of your eyes, and in the calm confidence of your movements. It's the silent reassurance you offer just by being there, fully engaged and alive. People notice when you are someone who sees the good in others and brings out the best in them. They are drawn to the peace and optimism you radiate. Cultivating this kind of energy is a lifelong practice. It means being intentional about how you think, how you speak, and how you act. It's about turning away from negativity and choosing to see possibilities instead of limitations. It's about bringing your best self to every interaction, not because you have to, but because it feels good and true. When you cultivate positive energy, you don't need to rely on texts or constant communication to stay in someone's thoughts. Your kindness, your warmth, and your bright spirit will stay with them, woven into their memories of you. They will remember the way you made them feel seen and appreciated, the way you carried yourself with hope and grace. In a world that can sometimes feel heavy, your light becomes a rare and cherished gift. So nurture that light within you. Let it shine through every smile, every word, every quiet moment. In doing so, you will find that you don't need to chase anyone's attention. Your positive energy will leave an indelible mark, keeping you on their mind and in their heart without you ever having to reach out first. In the end, remember that the key to staying on someone's mind is not found in chasing attention or trying to prove your worth. It is found in embodying confidence, being intriguing, pursuing your passions, living in alignment with your values, mastering your nonverbal cues, and cultivating a positive energy that radiates from within. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, when you nurture your light and let it shine without apology, you become a presence that lingers long after the last word is spoken or the last glance is shared. This is not about manipulation or playing games. It is about honoring who you are and living with purpose and authenticity. When you do this, you create a lasting impression that is more powerful than any message you could send. You become unforgettable, not because you demanded attention, but because you inspired it naturally. Let these principles be your silent language, your quiet strength, and your guide as you move through the world. In every action, in every choice, let your authenticity speak. Trust that those who are meant to be drawn to you will feel it and remember it, because the truth is simple. You don't need to text first to be on someone's mind. Just be fully, completely, and unapologetically yourself, and let that be enough.